I tested positive for COVID-19. I found out 2 days ago on Monday. I have not received the vacation. I have to use that word because apparently we're not allowed to use the other word, so we'll call it a vacation. I am not a doctor. I'm not here to give medical advice. I'm only here to share with you my experience and how I felt throughout this whole process. I've been sick now for a little over a week. I'm slowly getting better, but honestly, I haven't felt that bad. I've been able to do just about things that I would do on a normal day. I think I contracted it while we were out of town for my aunt's funeral. Maybe I got it from one of my relatives. I wore a mask the whole time, but you can never be too careful. This video might be taken down, but I'm only here to share my honest experience of having it. So, on the Monday that we were driving back home, I had a headache, so we stopped in at Walgreens. I took something for it, and that took care of my headache. Then on Tuesday, the next day, that afternoon, I felt as though I had a cold coming on. And I haven't had a cold now in over 2 years. So I thought, okay, well, I was in a different climate for a short amount of time, for a couple days, so maybe that's why I'm getting sick. Because I thought that, if it's actually COVID, I'd probably feel a lot worse than this, based on what I've heard. Not to say that that can't happen, but once again, this is my own personal experience. So I took some cold medicine several times. I felt like I was getting better, and then, I began to feel like I wasn't getting better. One morning I woke up, I was coughing a little, not a lot, but every time I would cough, I had a sore throat. I tried cough drops, throat lozenges. None of it seemed to really help. After that, my cough and sore throat went away, but on Wednesday and Thursday of last week, those 2 days were the 2 days that I felt my worst. I usually go around the track a few times in the evenings. And on this day, I could only go around once. After that, I just didn't have anything left in me to go around again. So, I went home, and the next night, I was up most of the day. I felt I had muscle aches and chills too coming on. But once again, I thought that it was just a cold. But I was, really tired. It was about 7:30 at night, so I decided I'll just eat something really fast, maybe some soup, and get in the bed and look at TV for the rest of the night. And I did that. The next day, I decided that I should go out and get tested. And tests have been hard to get because for whatever reason, they're not as available. They're not as readily available as they were a month ago. But I heard now they're sending tests that you can take at home for free of charge. So, yeah, I went out on Friday, I got tested, and I thought for sure that my test would come back negative. And this wasn't my first test. I take a test every week usually. My parents required me to. So on Monday, I got my test results, and sure enough, I tested positive for COVID. I did not lose my sense of smell or my sense of taste. Maybe I kind of lost some taste, but I was still able to taste food for the most part. And my cough was never that bad. I didn't have respiratory problems, and I am asthmatic. And it's been going on 2 weeks now since I last needed my inhaler. But honestly, overall, I haven't felt that bad. I've had colds where I have felt worse. Maybe it's the latest variant of COVID. I don't know that I have. But I've known other people who have had the vacation and they've come down with COVID too. Or someone else that they knew got it from them, most likely. I'm not saying that they don't work, but I'm unjabbed, and honestly, overall I feel okay. Yesterday I went out on my bike, and I'll probably do the same again today. So I'm still able to, for the most part, be productive. I do feel like I'm getting over a cold. I have that feeling of being sick, but I feel like I'm slowly getting better. But overall, it hasn't been that bad, and I'm not here to downplay, COVID at all. I'm only here to share my experience. But if you have questions, you can ask me. I'm more than willing to answer any questions that you might have. No, I am not a doctor. I am a pharmacy technician, though. I do have that, but yeah, I'm not here to give medical advice or anything like that, but yeah, I finally got it. And looks like I'm going to make it. All right, everyone, stay well. Have a good day. Bye. I felt worst. I never had a fever. In fact, I can take my temperature right now. Okay, this is me taking my temperature. Okay, 97.7. The highest was 98.